Yo, welcome to the long and short. It's your boy Maestro. Every day we aim to bring you some price action trading techniques and potential setups and education aimed at making you a better trader in the crypto market today. If you like this type of content, please go ahead, like and subscribe, hit the bell notification, and share this video with those who you think may find it useful. All right, let's dive right in. Taking a look at Bitcoin, we have traded back down into this range. We noticed that there was a liquidity grab at the top side that pushed us down. Liquidity is also being grabbed from the bottom. Did spike through this pretty hard. Okay, to also clear up a couple of imbalances on the 15-minute. And if we look at where this spiked to, okay, it essentially cleared out these imbalances here. So you had liquidity imbalances here, which is why price came here and reversed, okay? Now, we are setting higher lows along the way, which is still giving me bullish indications, but we are having some bearish indicators that are showing us that price may stay stuck in this range for a little bit longer. We'll take a look at those in a second, but this is what we have on Bitcoin. As you can see, they're starting to creep up through the imbalance. Yesterday, the 10 a.m. hour was very bullish for Bitcoin. Okay, so we're seeing the same exact thing happen during this hour. Lots of bullish activity, and this may actually push up to this imbalance at this point. So what we're looking for in the market is whether or not we're going to continue to range out or if we're going to get some real bullish activity. Here's why I think we're going to range out. Let's take a look at the bar chart. All right, going to the top of it, we'll just scroll down. Okay, so we see that we're still trading under, okay, our exponential EMA. We have it set at 13, still trading below that, okay, on the daily. Also, our open interest is fairly high, and it seems like it's climbing. Okay, now this open interest may be in shorts. Being that there's open interest, it doesn't determine that the market is going to go up or down. It just means that people are interested in getting in. Okay, the closed location value still sitting below the zero line, which indicates a bearish day, but as we can see, we are starting to get a push in the New York market. Accumulation and distribution is angling down, which means that the market may want to still distribute at these levels. We did start to have a push that we saw relative in price movement, but this swing back down, okay, is essentially just a retracement from the previous down movement. So let's be aware of that as price continues to move. When it comes to the elder ray, the bears still have a lot of control of this market. Now, the bulls tried to push it up a little bit yesterday, but if they're not able to cross over the zero line and if the bears don't give up the power, then we're not going to see that bullish launch that we're all looking for. So we want to see this convert first before we really start to anticipate whether or not price is going to start to go on a bullish run. When it comes to the money flow index, we're angling down, which means money's coming out of the market. Momentum is sitting sort of sideways and consolidating. Our OBV and PVT are both pointing down, which does indicate more bearish activity. And the EMV is sitting flat, which means that the bulls and the bears are fighting. No one's really relinquishing their positions. And so the market isn't able to freely move one way or the other. When it comes to our commitment of traders, positions are essentially the same as they were last. So looking at all of this information, this does give me more of a bearish vibe to a central flat vibe, okay, consolidation vibe when it comes to price. All right, and we're seeing that essentially here. When it comes to the crypto fear and greed index, we're looking at around 21. It's been the same for the past few days, and again, we're going to stay here until price starts to really rally. Once price rallies, okay, if the fear still exists, if we don't push this lever too fast, then price, I think, will still continue to rise because the market is still uncertain about how things will go. The way that the market achieves this is a push up and then a hard push down, push up, hard push down, right? So we're seeing it here in price. If we zoom out a bit, right, hard push down, but we are creating higher highs, right, and higher lows. So as long as this continues, we're in a bullish movement, right? But it doesn't really look like a trend because we're still essentially stuck in a range. This is how the market sort of fools you optically to visualizing it a certain way, thinking that things are going to fall when actually they may start to be reversing price at this point. If we stay stuck in this range, though, I believe that we will push lower before we push higher. It's just a feeling that I get. When it comes to the heat map, looks like things are starting to rebound a bit. We did have a bit of a red C here earlier this morning, but it looks like Bitcoin is starting to increase a bit on its dominance, and we're starting to push into green territory. This could actually reverse by the end of the day going into Asia. Okay, so be aware of what's going to happen in the afternoon hours of New York. If they sort of sit still, then we have a good chance that Asia may start to suppress the price a bit. They are known to dump. Let's take a look at the top 10. All right. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance Coin, first top 3, then Tether. Solana is at number 6, USD Coin at number 5. This is reversed and switched here. Cardano at number 7, XRP 8, Polkadot number 9, and Terra lines us up at number 10. Dogecoin did push up from a lower position to number 11 based on the recent rally. Avalanche sitting at number 12, Shiba Inu at number 13, Polygon at 14, and Binance USD at 15. We'll talk about Doge in a second. There is some news that we'll talk about in relation to Dogecoin. Let's dive right back into the charts here to see exactly what's happening with altcoins. Now, I always like to give a preface here before we go into these actual charts with altcoins. This is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to buy these coins here. All we're mentioning is areas of discount based on recent price action and premium. We like to buy in areas of discount, right? So if a price is low compared to where it was previously, we consider that a discount. All right. So what we're doing here is highlighting areas of discount and premium, and we're basing our buying and selling decisions on this. We are. Whether or not you choose to do it is up to you. Please remember to use risk management, consult a financial advisor before you dive into crypto. It is a space that you want to know more about before you go ahead and pull the trigger here. So let's just line these up really quickly. We'll tell you whether or not they're selling at a discount or premium, and whether or not we think they are good buying opportunities. So for Doge is trading at a discount. Currently, we are seeing a bit of a rally. Elon Musk did accept Dogecoin for Tesla merchandise. Okay, so that happened Friday. Overnight, they started to accept these things. So it's happening, folks. Okay, this automatically pushed the price up. Now, I have a theory about things that Elon Musk does, and we'll get to that more near the end of the video once we get to the news. But it's pretty sinister, and there's a reason why I think this way. Stay tuned for that opinion. All right, moving down the line here, Link is also trading at a bit of a discount. I would say I would much rather get in the Link if it falls below 19 bucks. That's a premium buy for me. I think Link will definitely go on a run in the bear market if it does start to kick in the gear in a more higher frequency. Store J, again, trading at a discount, looking very similar to what Link does in regards to his price action and movement. So these two, I believe, are correlated in some ways as well. Okay, when it comes to Filecoin, also trading at a massive discount. Okay, so Filecoin is something that you may want to look to get into. But beware about Filecoin. When it does rally, it rallies very hard and then it falls off very sharply. All right, so pay attention to the price characteristics. Okay, you see big rally here, big hard fall off there. All right, so if you do happen to get into Filecoin, you want to wait for the day where you see the price move to a place where you've never seen it before, and that's the day you sell. Right, that's the day you sell. You have to be careful with some of these cryptos because they do pump and dump quite aggressively. You can see it here as well. All right, so Filecoin is one of those that I watch out for when it comes to price action like that. Engine token, all right, again, trading at a discount. I would like to get in the Engine a bit lower, maybe around $1.75 with the bigger bag. All of these here I currently hold at the moment, okay? Algorand is another one that is trading currently at a discount, okay, in the discounted zone, but closer to the midline, so not so amped about buying Algorand. I would much rather see it fall more before I buy. The Graph currently trading at a discount. Again, I think the Graph is a good project, but they do have to start to prove themselves as for more practical use on the blockchain. And right now that's hard, right? Mostly the Graph is used by developers, not sort of a front end facing public sort of thing where we can search for things on the blockchain. Most of us wouldn't even know what to search for. So while this project does have some validity to it, right, you have to be careful in sort of jumping in because it hasn't really proved itself yet. And that's the story for most of these cryptos, right? There's still a lot of proving ground that's going to have to be done over the next 3 to 5 years before we determine which cryptos are actually valuable versus which ones that aren't. All right. Curve DAO, again, trading at a premium. This is not something that I would be looking to buy, but rather sell if I had some. We did sell 80% of our bag at the top here on this second red candle on the daily. So we did take some profits here. We are waiting for more of a retracement lower before we dive back in for more gains on Curve DAO. When it comes to ADA, again, trading at a super discount. ADA has a lot of potential, and I think that the price is being suppressed. Again, I mentioned this yesterday. This does seem a bit fuzzy in regards to how the price is just being pushed down, pushed down, pushed down. All right. But again, ADA is another crypto that has to prove itself in the market, right? We're not just going to give it credit. It has to prove itself. And we're seeing that as a reflection of price. All right. It almost hit the previous lows that it was at before. All right. So very dangerous, but I would say this is probably a great time to get into Cardano as well. All right. When it comes to coins we're looking at, Polkadot, again, trading at a discount. I do want to see this drop below maybe 20 cents before I get in. Shiba Inu, another coin we're looking at. Again, we want to see this drop to the lower discount zones before we jump in for Shiba Inu, and that's anywhere under 0.000026. When it comes to Matic, Matic is pumping, okay? Not interested in buying Matic at the moment. I do want to see it retrace down. Now, if Matic does break this all-time high here, we will have to reset these zones, and then that'll give us higher numbers to jump in at. But I'm assuming that it'll probably come down to the 161 mark and fall into our discount zone before that happens. All right. Seems like a lot of imbalance here for price to come back and try to get, as well as equal lows here. So that is possible for Matic as well. For Sand, all right, again, we haven't really drawn out the fib for Sand. Not a ton of price action for me to go off of, but just sort of lining up a zero line here. I would say that Sand is trading at a premium. For XRP, we'll talk about XRP in the news as well, but also trading at a discount. I think XRP is an excellent buy, especially if their lawsuit with the SEC falls through. Solana, again, is one that I owe you guys a chart for, but basically Solana is also trading at a premium if I were to line up a zero line. We're trading at a premium for Solana, so I want to still wait for price to fall before I get in. For Mana, we're trading at a discount. Very tentatively, but we do have a lot of down price action. There is big imbalance here to the downside that Mana may go for. So anything really below $2.50 to $2 is a buy for Mana. I would say that. Harmony 1, again, another pumper, something that I'm not necessarily looking to get into until it starts to retrace. Again, if it breaks this all-time high, we'll reset our levels. We'll have higher levels to get in at. If in fact this price does come down some, that's what we wait for. We don't buy at the top, folks. No matter what. When it comes to Starlink, okay, Starlink, we do have a discounted price here, all right, and price has been falling off, so we are interested in getting into Starlink. Also, Secret Token, another coin that is sort of zigzagging itself, right? Not enough price information for me to draw a chart. I would assume that this is trading at a premium. I do want to see the ZAG come back down before we get in. Live Peer Network. So basically, I think that they are also trading at a discount. This is a direct competitor to Theta. I'm also going to add Theta to this chart to see how these two compare and how they move in price. But right now, Live Peer again is also trading at a discount. This is something that we took a look at yesterday. So overall, the market is trading down with the exception of a few coins. Okay. Coins that are trading in premium, I'm expecting them to start to get dragged down with the rest of the weight of the market eventually. There could be inverse relationships. Things that are pumping right now will go down as other things start to pump. But as long as the market is sort of in this mode, in this phase of more bearish activity, we have to wait and see, okay, before we see if there's any inverse activity on these coins. Let's dive into some news and then we'll go ahead and get out of here. There's a couple of stories that we do want to capture. First one is SEC must surrender Hinman email on Ether to Ripple, judge rules. Very important ruling for XRP in the crypto market. If XRP walks away from this lawsuit, it's going to be very bullish for crypto overall. If they run into issues and they actually have to change the classification for XRP, that could affect crypto in very big ways. So what XRP is trying to do here is sort of pull out the news that Hinman sort of worked a back deal with Ethereum before they classified it. So essentially what they're saying here is that the SEC must surrender an email with the draft of former director William Hinman's speech on whether Ether is a security to Ripple in an ongoing lawsuit with the regulatory agency filed against the crypto startup. The news is that XRP thinks there was a back deal cut in order to allow Ether sort of a regulatory pass. Same thing with Bitcoin, okay? And with this information, they're looking to sort of bring this out. Now, this could have a positive effect on this lawsuit in crypto, or it could have a negative effect. The negative effect would be there were some shady deals going on with Ether. So now we need to start to take a look at Ether, right? That could be the next step. Government, even if they lose in a case, that discovery that they do is going to be used for another case against another crypto. So we have to be aware of how this lawsuit turns out. This is bigger than just XRP. This is the entire crypto market in a way, and how the SEC will be able to easily go in and cause trouble in whichever market they choose to here, or whether or not they're going to be stymied and stalled a bit based on previous dealings that they've done before, or whether or not those dealings that they've done before open up a whole nother can of worms in how the SEC, the government, and lawmakers view crypto. If they're still in discovery and they're still finding documentation and they're still bringing evidence that is relevant to this case, it could take a long time to really dig a lot of that stuff up. And we're starting to see that now. So watch XRP, watch this lawsuit. This is important for crypto in more ways than one, guys. What we're going to finish off with today is that Dogecoin surged 11% as payments go live on the Tesla store. I have an opinion about this, guys, and some people may agree with me, some people may not. But let's dive into the news to see what actually happened. All right, so Dogecoin payments went live on the Tesla store in Asian hours on Friday, with prices seeing an 11% increase shortly afterward. Now, I just want to ask a question. For anybody that was participating in this, when you saw the prices going up on the chart, right, were the prices also going up on the Tesla merchandise, right? Because if they were, right, then that's correlated and I can see what's happening there. But if there's a difference in what you're seeing, you know, if I could have bought this whistle, say for 300 Doge, okay, before the price went up, that's a benefit, right? But the price surged. So essentially 300 Doge is more money out of your pocket, right, guys? I want to ask everyone who participates in this type of stuff a question. Would you sell your house for a car? This is the logic. Would you sell your house for a car? If the answer is no, then why would you sell Dogecoin for a dog whistle or a cyber whistle or whatever they classify this as? Why would you do that? That's the question that I want to ask folks, right? Because I think that we need to have a moment of clarity here. If you folks are saying that you're investing in Doge in order to see the price increase so that you can become a Dogecoin millionaire, if that's the intent and the goal, then why would you give an appreciating asset to anyone for anything tangible, something that you could lose? Movie tickets. Why would you give someone something of more value down the line for something that's literally worth nothing at the end of the day, guys? This is the question that I want to ask you folks. And I think that the Dogecoin community and the Bitcoin community and a lot of other communities need to come to bear with the fact that if you are buying things with crypto, you're at a disadvantage. These companies are taking advantage of you. And I can easily give you guys my opinion that Elon Musk is dumping the market on you. Whenever he pumps it, okay, from a tweet or whatever it is, okay, he'll initially move the price, but then he'll sell whatever the retail comes in after. And that's the thing that I think most people don't realize. And you can see this on the charts, right? If we go to the Dogecoin chart, I can show you guys this. But it's, to me, Elon Musk is the main reason why this price is not going higher. All right. Now, the move comes nearly a month after Tesla CEO Elon Musk said December 21st that the electric car maker would accept Dogecoin as payment for its merchandise. Tesla will make some merch buyable with Doge and see how it goes, he said at the time. So they're making the merch purchasable. Price is going to rally. Of course, Elon's going to make more money. And then as he makes that money with the merchandise, he'll go ahead and dump the price on you again so that he can take the fiat home. It's pretty simple strategy, guys. All right. Earlier this year, Tesla started accepting Bitcoin as a payment for its electric cars. The pilot proved short-lived amid rising concerns about Bitcoin's energy use and was soon dropped. All right, so he's accepting the Dogecoin for merch now. If it doesn't work out for his bottom line, do you think he cares about pulling that, guys? He doesn't. He really doesn't. Elon Musk is about his money. I don't think he's about the community. He pumps the coin because that's what he holds. Any smart man would do that, especially if the market isn't regulated and the government can't come in and tell him to stop. He's just a guy taking advantage of the situation, as most rich people are, especially with things like NFTs and things of that nature, right? Like, as retail investors, they are always preying on us, no matter what we think or how good of a guy we think someone is. Do your research on Elon Musk. You'll find out a lot about him, right? And I think that before we go into anything blindly and sort of just accept the word of a guy named Elon, we need to do our own research and dive deeper into who this person is, right? We research every other coin. We research the people behind every other coin. But we seem to overlook, just because someone is rich or a billionaire or they send rockets to space, we overlook all of the things that they may have done previously that give us a bit of a pause. So if you're going to give Elon Musk a pass, the next thing you should also admit to yourself is that if I lose all of my money in Dogecoin, I got to be all right with that, because you're basing your investment decision on one person only, and that's Elon Musk. All right, so that's my opinion. Don't hate me for it, and I'll listen to your opinion, right? Maybe you can tell me something different. Let me know in the comments if you feel like I'm overthinking this. Okay, guys? Thanks for joining. This has been the long and short. We appreciate you guys tuning in. We will continue to drop this type of content every single day. So also, be on the lookout. We're still gathering information and putting together some tutorials. So those are going to start dropping really, really, really soon. We're just making sure that we're putting the right things into perspective, because we can't just dump all of this information on you at one time. We do have to sort of roll it out. All right, so let's circle back to Bitcoin to close out the day to see what's been happening with the price. It looks like it sort of snatched that imbalance and started to come back down. So we're expecting a bit more bearish activity for today, unfortunately, guys. Unfortunately for Bitcoin. Once again, it's your boy Maestro. This is the long and short. Thanks for tuning in. We will follow up with you guys over the weekend. Thanks, guys. We'll speak soon. It's the long and short. We're out of here.